Hi everyone, my name is Mark Ironson, and this video is a quick video on strategy, just as a standalone subject. So, what strategy in property do I choose to get where I want to be? And it's a question that I get asked all the time. I get asked it on email virtually every day. I'm not sure which strategy to pick, which suits my time, my money, my skills, my effort, all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd just cover, let's say, 3 strategies on this video, just to keep it short. So the first strategy I'm going to cover is buy-to-lets, and you may have heard of Clause 24 because the government doesn't particularly like landlords very much because we've made a lot of money in the past 15 years or so. Some people have become very wealthy, and now they've become very wealthy, the government wants its cut. As all lines, they want their bit of the spoils, as it were. So they're now taxing on turnover, not profit, which is wiping out a lot of profit for buy-to-let landlords. So collecting a load of buy-to-let properties might not be for you. If you're a steady Eddie and you want to build a portfolio, then fantastic, go for that. But it's a slow burn. It's not fast track. It's slow burn. And don't get me wrong, there's no get rich quick here, nothing like that, because everything takes effort, time, work, learning new stuff. So it's not get rich quick. So that's a bit about buy-to-let. So let's go for deal packaging. Deal packaging is one of my favourites because deal packaging is about income. It's about setting up a business. And there's a couple of things you'll need. You'll need to be compliant. And my friend Tina has written a book on compliance. There's a help for one. Then you'll need some documents and processes, and we sell them on the back of our website, my website. So you're welcome to peruse there. And you can buy them as you go, so you can sort of pay as you go and buy them as you need them, as you develop your business. And packaging deals is about finding properties and finding investors and then sitting in the middle and matching them up and charging a fee for that service. So you might find a property on the ground that's got a bit of discount, or it's got some value add, or it's lower price than market because it needs work, so therefore a refurb. It could suit service accommodation, for example. It could suit a rent-to-rent deal if it's from a landlord. So all of this stuff that adds value or discount. So the first part of the deal might be discount. Second part of the deal might be value add. They can create an opportunity for someone else to do the work, and you can charge for that because you found it. And this industry is quite new. It's only been going on since the mid 2005, maybe 2006, maybe. That's when it kind of started, when the industry kind of started. So it's a fairly new industry, but it's a great way to get cash flow without having these big lump sum injections of cash to start the business. So you can start a deal packaging business from the tabletop. So you can do that. So that's another strategy. So the next one then is, you might have heard about HMOs. HMOs, and we've got a few friends that do it in the industry. We've got Matthew, we've got Jim, we've got Paul. They all do HMOs, and that's a bit hands-on for me. I must admit, I don't have any. I used to have HMOs back in the 90s. Don't have them anymore. It's for those that want to, what's generally called sweat the asset. You get more cash flow from an individual property, but you've got to find the property that suits that strategy. So all properties, you can't HMO all properties because you've got to have. And Jim, my friend Jim, up in Wednesbury there, he says that the 5th room is the profit. So you've got to have 5 lettable rooms in your HMO to get it to make profit. The first 3 are running costs. Second one is the bills. The 4th one is the bills. The 5th one is the profit. So generally HMOs, and it's more hands-on than single buy-to-let. Don't forget, because you've got more people in the house, and there's more wear and tear in the house because you've got more people living there. So that stands to reason. So not for everyone, and you've got to buy. Now, if you haven't got the cash to buy, then you might choose something like rent-to-rent. Now, rent-to-rent is the same as HMO, effectively, but you don't buy the asset. You lease the asset from an existing landlord. And of course, there's some trip-ups here. As long as the mortgage terms suit and everything's in place, insurances are there, and you're using the right contracts, then you might rent-to-rent. Now, that's a good way to get into the industry because it doesn't take a huge amount of capital, although it does take some. Now, let's say you set up a rent-to-rent business, you'd have to put some money into the property to make it lettable to 5 people. And the same rules apply. 5 people, paying the bills, making profit, paying the property charges. So it still takes some money to do. Don't go away thinking this is a fast track or anything. It's not. It still takes some effort and work. It will still take some lumps to turn the property into usable units and sweatable units, in fact, to make profit. So it's not an easy fix, and there's more time involved to set up. You've got to find the property, you've got to convert the property, you've got to find the tenants, etc., etc. So that's that one. The next one we might cover is service accommodation. So service accommodation is where you put the rooms onto Airbnb, Booking.com, all the different booking sites, and you rent out your room by a nightly basis. Now, you could either control the property through a contract or buy the property yourself. It depends on your capital, where you are, and of course on your time. Now, for that business to work, you'll need systems and you'll need people to do it and to leverage out. So that takes up a little bit of time. But then there's more profit than single buy-to-let, more profit than HMOs, more profit than deal packaging arguably, but then again more time and effort and more learning to do if you're not in that industry so far. So there are 4 or 5 different strategies you could choose. The idea then is to pick one and then go deeper, learn more about it. And I don't mean buy thousands and thousands of pounds courses or anything like that. Buy a book on it. Rent to Rent, for example, if you buy Jackie Edwards, she's got a book on Amazon about rent to rent. Then get the book and have a look, see if that suits you. So we dig deeper, and then the book probably won't tell you everything about rent to rent, but it's a good start. So then you can dig even deeper and go on a workshop, go to a course, whatever you want to do to make your knowledge better. Well, I hope that helps. That's just a few strategies we've covered on this video. I'll be covering more in later videos anyway. I just thought I'd do a few. So my name's Mark Ironton, and if I can help you out in any way on your property journey or growing your business, then by all means get in touch. There'll be a link on this video somewhere to get in touch. So I'll speak to you soon.